All right, spring bulk day 62. Yeah. So, for anybody that was upset by the sacrilege of the Planet Fitness lift last night, have no fear. Going to a real bodybuilding gym tonight. It's called Metro Fitness. It's in like Worthington, like middle of Ohio, basically. It's fucking badass. They got a ton of shit. A little old school, a lot of plate loaded machines. Uh, I fucking love it in there. It's super cool. That's one thing. I've always kind of thought about this. It's probably going to be easier for you to, progress quicker if you're surrounded by people that are at a higher level than you, right? So what I'm kind of saying is, if you're, working at your YMCA, uh, you'll get extrinsic motivation, right? You'll look around you and you'll see guys working out, and if you're totally new, they're obviously going to be working harder than you. You haven't started, but once you reach their level, which is like in the scope of bodybuilding and fitness, is usually really like relatively low. They're just getting exercise, which is fucking good for them. But once you reach their level, I mean, you're not really going to be so motivated. They're not going to have so much information to teach you. Whereas if you start lifting at kind of more of a hardcore gym, the bar has been raised, so they'll be able to teach you a lot more intricate ideas and training methods, and they're going to be lifting with way more intensity than just some dudes at the Y, at least for the most part. So I like lifting where the big dogs are. It's fucking fun. So I'm gonna drink this pre and then get in there. They close at 11, and it's 8:50 right now. It's probably about like another 20-minute drive. Usually, my leg day, I can do it in like an hour and a half without really rushing. But when I'm trying to take a video and talk about stuff, 2 hours is like about it's pushing it a little. Like, I fucking hate being rushed. Like if I've got some kind of, I kind of want to speed up my workout for anybody. Just want it to go at my own pace. So hopefully I don't have to, cut down on my rest times or anything. We can still get a crazy pump. So let's fucking get in there. So I don't have any more Tang at home. I fucking ran out. Now I'm looking like a fool drinking water mid-lift. Well, whatever. Spend a few minutes warming up. Light single leg stuff, whatever. So I've exposed myself to the weight. It's just jumping right into the full stack. Okay, that's probably enough of the heavy laying hamstring curls. I love the movement, like it's a super good squeeze. You can really go crazy heavy on it. But what fucks me up is I'll get a lower back pump. Like if you look close at when I'm doing the reps, if you want to go back a few seconds, you can see that like when I bring the weight up, I arch my back a little. And doing that is gonna fatigue your lower back. So what am I hitting here? Legs or back, right? So 4 sets heavy is probably good enough. think I'll do a few sets of single leg curls on this kind of a specialty machine. Not really going heavy at all, really just about a squeeze with some shit like this. Ah, fuck. So the logic with those, you know, obviously it's lighter weight. I'm not throwing around the whole stack. Honestly, with this machine, I don't think I could. I honestly don't think I could even like move the stack much at all. But even though the weight is reasonably light, that'll let you really focus on squeezing at the top. Like every time I do a rep there, what it felt like if you pretend my arm's my leg, he's like, all right, throw the weight up, and right at the top, just like an extra little bit of oomph. And that little bit, like that tiny little squeeze at the top, burned more than doing the whole stack on the laying hamstring curl. So I think I don't know what I'll do next. All right, so 4 sets left. I think I'll do at least 2 of just single leg laying curls. I'll just finish with single leg for the last 2 sets. I mean, it feels good. I don't want to like overwork my lower back or anything. Let's finish with a drop set. Anybody that's been watching since day one, this is the fucking infamous squat rack. This is where all these videos started. Well, this is where the first video was, the first leg day. So hamstrings got pumped to hell. Now time to fucking get quads started. I spent a few minutes just fucking around with the leg extension. Because same thing that I say with like triceps. If your triceps are kind of tender on an arm day, you should just sit down and warm them up for a little bit. Same thing with my knees. So if your knees fucking hurt during squatting, then it's like a tendon thing, not like a weird internal joint thing. I don't know what you can do for that. Then just sit on the leg extension, lightweight. Just kind of go up a little bit, do a few warm-ups. Should feel a little better. So let's see how fucking one plate feels. Always got the heels elevated. This feels better for targeting the quads. So anybody that's like pretty big, as far as I've seen, perfect example, not that I'm trying to compare myself to Larry Wheels, but he likes putting his arms real wide on the bar when he squats. Like he loves going all the way out to the fucking, the collars. And I like that too. Like my chest is all tight. That just feels good for me. But usually, the squat rack is so wide that the pins that the bar is resting on are where I would want my hands to be. So I like this squat rack is probably my favorite ever, except for the fact that there are no safeties. So I'm gonna have to have some guys spot me. But I love a wide grip for sure. Woo. All right, let's go get some spotters, goddammit. Ugh. Ooh. Ah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Oh. 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 I didn't feel that in the adductor at all. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's move on to something else after I catch my breath. Jesus Christ. So now the least fun part is taking this fucking weight off. God. I wish you could just leave 5 plates on. For the next guy, you know? That'd be quite the world. Those 5 plates, that was a weight that I could handle pretty well. So I was kind of bouncing it around. Like as you saw, I mean, every rep, I didn't go to standing straight up. Like, my legs were pretty much bent for the first 9 or so. So, I mean, what are you gonna gain from standing up at the top every time? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the tension on the quads and just don't stop in between. That's one thing, I've never heard people say this, but if you're doing a squat set and you pause at the top every time, all you're doing is resting, right? Obviously, when I get to the last few reps, I gotta stand up for a second, catch my breath so I can get a few more. But in the beginning, I just want to bust out as many as possible, as fast as possible. Because that's not a squeezing movement. That's just a load the fuck out of the muscle compound movement. So here, leg extensions, my knees are kind of tender. So I'll start off a little lighter, maybe get 2 or 3 sets, really squeezing hard, and then move on to some other kind of variation. Oh, fuck. So when I do sissy squats on the Smith machine is just a cheap replacement for the hack squat. It's sissy squats on the hack squat, Tom Platt style. Holy shit. I don't get as crazy deep as him, Obviously, he's the fucking GOAT. But the same mentality, you know, on your toes, really just get quads working. Dude, fucking love it. I'm thinking at least 2 sets of this right now. No drop set or anything. Should be fucking hard enough on its own. Alright. Speed run of the pump check. I didn't record the last 4 sets of leg extensions because they're about to fucking close. Can't see what I'm with. Jesus. Yep, certainly veiny. Okay. Save the commentary for the car. Try not to make the worker too mad. Oh. Solid leg day. I had to kind of rush it at the end. I didn't so I had to not record those 4 sets of leg extensions. Just kind of blast them out. Post-workout shake, standard. 50 grams of dextrose, 50 grams of protein. Mad good for you. At least in the sense of mad muscle gain and recovery. Honestly, let me just slam this before you can get out on the road. Nice and frothy. Fuck, I gotta wash that down. Yeah, so depending on your choice of protein powder, your dextrose shake is gonna taste fucking gross. So better to just bite the bullet and slam it rather than extend your torment. Fuck. Dude, I'm fucking tired now. I'm out of it. So tomorrow, that's gonna be chest. So I'll probably come back here again. I mean, I did take a look. Looks like their heaviest dumbbells are 175s, which, hell, that's legit. That is not nothing. So maybe we'll get those thrown around. But until then, fuck, man. I'm just ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna go home, eat some more meals, shower all this filth off me, take my vitamins, and pass out. A little bit of a short car talk because I just want to get home. So I will see you next time. Whoa, what the fuck? I thought it was over. Nah, I can't leave you with 2 minutes of car talk. What the fuck? It's not enough. I was just reading a few YouTube comments. If you notice, I've been liking every one. So if you comment something, I'm probably gonna read it. I might not respond to it if if it's just like a. I'm not gonna respond if you ask how tall I am. 5'11", if you're curious, ish, just a tad more. Uh, but like kind of rudimentary stuff, I'm not gonna answer. But if you ask a good question, I'll give you a little reply. But I was just reading one, and the guy, I forget his name, but whatever. But he asked me, like, can you lay out how you do your rest days, right, with the split? So for me, the split is going to be legs, like you just saw, hamstrings and quads. And then tomorrow is going to be chest. So legs, chest and shoulders. Almost forgot. And then the next day is back. The next day is tries and buys. And then I repeat. So where do I throw a rest day in if I think that I need one? It depends. Probably the most likely spot that'll add a rest day is the day before legs, because if I really feel sore and tired, I don't want to do it leg day. I mean, I'm just gonna be like if I'm legitimately not like out of it, like really extra fatigued, then that's the day that I would most likely want to just wait until tomorrow for, right? Because I think it's going to be more beneficial for me to wait one more day and then hit legs fresh, like really hard, than to just, push it anyway and have like a half-assed leg day, at least in terms of like how I feel, like my energy levels. So that's when I'd be most likely to actually throw a rest day in, and then the split just gets moved back a day. Or if I'm just busy, if I got like shit to do or something, or whatever kind of responsibilities, then whatever, it's not going to kill you to just skip a day. But a good way that I look at things is I compare the extremes, right? You pretty much have a choice every day. You can either lift or you can rest. So let's take it to an extreme. You never take a rest day. Then you hit the gym every day. You're going to build consistency and discipline, and you're probably actually you're definitely still going to grow. Assuming the rest of your split is, or the rest of your training and your sleeping and your diet is like on point. But the other extreme is you take a ton of rest days. Oh, I'm not feeling it this week. I'll take a week off. Dude, once you start taking weeks off, man, you gotta rewire your brain, right? Dude, the only, I've taken time off, actually, very rarely, honestly. Looking back at my whole, I wouldn't call it a career, but my whole lifting history, like, oof, even after I come out of like a surgery, I'm still trying to lift like as soon as possible. Like most recently, I had I totally fucked up my hand in the summer. I was cutting open this like this bucket because I had to. It was like a work thing, and dude, I had like this little 1-inch knife, like tiny as fuck, and the whole. If you look at your thumb, you got this whole little meat pad right here, dude. Eviscerated it straight across. You can see all sorts of meat. Ugh, terrible. I still like kind of cringe when I think about it to this day, because I was looking straight down at my hands and I see this go down. So I mean, that day I go to the ER, they stitch me up, and then 3 hours later I was doing legs. Just leg extensions and hamstring curls and stuff. And the day that I actually had to get like a little reconstructive surgery on it, the only reason I couldn't go to the gym is because they gave me a nerve block. If you never heard of that, pretty much what they do for your arm is like they give me some kind of weird anesthetic injection way up here, because you've got this huge nerve that runs into your arm that lets your brain fucking move all your everything, and it just cut off all the connection from my brain to my arm. So I was sitting there straight up, like paralyzed from the shoulder down. So that was the only reason I didn't go in and hit. I think it was legs again that day. So I mean, as long as I can hit the gym, I pretty much want to. Right? It's kind of rare that I think to myself, I'm feeling a little tired. Because a lot of the time, that feeling is just mental. Like, I'm at the point now in experience where I know, like, if I actually am fatigued, or if my quads and my legs are still sore from the lift before, where I'm like, okay, it's going to be the responsible move to wait. But a lot of the time, I think that you guys, not you specifically, but people will just feel tired. They'll just feel a little bit tired, and then they skip that day just because they weren't necessarily feeling it. Right? I'm a human being too. I feel tired. I was tired before this lift today. I was taking a nap. But what'll happen is you just need to know in your mind, once you take your pre with a little bit of caffeine, and you actually get to the gym, you're in the fucking, you're in that environment, it's just going to wake you up. It's going to energize you. Right? So that's what's going to take a little bit of discipline on your end. Right? A lot of this shit is just riding the line of what the fuck? No, never mind. But there's a very what I was trying to say was there's a very thin line, right, for the weak-minded lifter, because he will compare fatigue with just feeling a little bit tired at the moment, right? Now, if you consider just being tired reason enough to skip the gym, yikes. That sounds like you don't want it enough. Right? Tired or not, man, you just kind of got to man up and do it. So, fuck, what else was I saying? Yeah, so rest days kind of just go by feel. I'm not going to just skip that lift. Like, if I were to have taken a rest day today, for whatever reason, I would not have just skipped legs and then moved on to chest tomorrow. I would have just put legs off one day. So, I hope that answers that. You know what? Let me pull up his name. God damn it. I hope that answers that, Cloudy. I hope I just answered your question to your satisfaction. So, outro part 2. Gonna go home, chow down on something, take my vitamins, and rest up for chest tomorrow. I am excited. So I will fucking see you next time, goddammit.